awesome. Awesome. Fun seeing it. And I saw Cindy nodding, so I'm thinking that it is working. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. We are going to just do a little overview of what is the HABAC, what is Mobile Latin Fest, a little bit of information about the festival, and so that you have all of the materials you know. If I don't have your email, please leave it in the chat room. I have been communicating with y'all mainly through text. But if you want a copy of this just to have on your cell phone when you need to look something up, please let me know and leave me your email and I'll send it to you. I don't know if it lets me send it, or you feel free to just take screenshots of the things that you think might be important. Okay, so let's get started. HABAC is the organization that organizes the Latin Fest, the Mobile Latin Fest, and it stands for Hispanic American Business Association of the Gulf Coast. Our mission is to foster Hispanic economic and cultural development and to create sustainable prosperity for the benefit of the Gulf Coast region. HABAC members are not only members of the Hispanic community, but they are also members of the Mobile area and the Gulf Coast. So it's a multi-national, international organization, if you will. It was funded in 2009 by Maria Conchita Mendez and Dr. Leida Javier, who is our current president. And HABAC organizes meetings and conference and now a festival that promote business relationships between Mobile and Latin American businesses. The funds that we collect for these activities are used to provide college scholarships to Latinx students and to support our Latinx community in Mobile. So that is HABAC. So when you hear HABAC, that's what we are talking about. The Mobile Latin Fest is the first festival celebrating Latin American identity in the city of Mobile. Based on past festivals and activities that have happened during Art Walk. We are expecting around 2,000 people to attend the festival. The festival will feature authentic Latin food, including catracho, which is the way that I like the nickname of Honduran people, and plenty of other Latin food vendors and Latin desserts. The festival will take place, of course, tomorrow, Friday, October 8th, from 5 to 9 p.m. at Cathedral Square in downtown Mobile. Okay, so the Mobile Latin Fest, just the notable locations. Cathedral Square is located in 300 Conti Street in downtown Mobile. What's going to happen in Cathedral Square? Let me admit, what's going to happen in Cathedral Square? The registration at the HABAC tent, and the way that you're going to find it, I'm going to point it out for you in the map. But you're also going to see the festival logo, the Mobile Latin Fest festival logo, and Latin American flags. So that's how you know that that's the HABAC tent, just looking at it first. We're going to have vendors located on Claiborne Street, food trucks located on Conti Street. I'm going to go over this when we see the map as well. The Domino Tournament, sponsors and nonprofit organizations, including South USA, USA Medical School is going to be present, giving us vaccines. Yay, thank you, USA, you rock. Okay. And another notable space is Alabama Contemporary Arts Center, because this is where the first shift, and if you are part of the first shift, so coming in at noon or 1 p.m., you're going to do your registration at Alabama Contemporary, because most likely the HABAC tent is not going to be set yet. Okay, yes. So also you can leave your belongings at Alabama Contemporary. I've cleared up an area on the second floor. So if you take the elevator, the lobby space, I've left a whole area for your purse or something that you just don't want to leave in the tent, to be there and be safe. And we normally have people looking out for the galleries, and nobody except for staff members are allowed to go up there. So you can be sure of that. And also because your t-shirts are going to be given to you as you enter your shift, you can use Alabama Contemporary as your changing room. We are also going to have, just FYI, our performers are going to be changing in Alabama Contemporary. So that's, it's kind of our green room, if you will. So you can also use their bathrooms and just the general spaces, also because it's conveniently located right next to the square. Yes. You also, I just added also the Mobile Arts Council because we have programming going on. There's going to be a mariachi band, Mariachi Jalisco is going to be performing there, and then they're going to be performing with us. And I'll cover a little more on that next. Okay. Yes, this is our map. Okay. So I wish I would have. So number 16 is where the Habak tent is going to be located, right at this corner. This right here is Dauphin Street, and this over here is Claiborne Street. The big block in the middle is, or over here, is going to be the cathedral. So we're going to be right at the corner of this side is Dauphin Street, this side is Claiborne, right at the corner of Dauphin and Claiborne Street inside the park. So, and like I said, we have a total of 26 tents or vendors and general booths, but there's not going to be many, and you're going to be able to see, I'm hoping. But if not, you do have my cell phone number, you do have my email, and you can send me an email or a text, and I'll make sure to give you a call and make signs. Yes. So, and I am going to send you a copy of this as well, just so that you have, after this meeting, I'll make sure and send it to everyone. I just wanted for y'all to know what that was before. And then you can read all of the different vendors that we're going to have. A lot of them are Latinx business owners. A lot of them are our sponsors. And yes, we're going to go over that in a second. Okay, so volunteer roles. As I have already discussed with you as we talked, there are 3 shifts. The early shift is the setup shift. And just a general idea, if you have an early shift, again, remember, you're going to be signing it at Alabama Contemporary. You're going to come in, you're going to write your name and the time that you arrived. You're going to be giving your shirt, you're going to change, and then you're going to get going. I'm probably going to assign you to a specific space, or you're going to go in with a member of our committee and just try to be as helpful as you can. People in the first shift are expected to help us set up the vendor tents, open tables, set up tables and chairs, open up banners, help vendors decorate if they need to, or help them take things out of their cars. They might be parked all around here until they can set up. So just make sure, if you have an early shift, make sure that you familiarize yourself with the map and the layout of the festival, and be kind to them and helpful as much as you can. We're also going to be placing flags and banners to decorate for the festival. So that's another thing that the first shift people are going to be doing. The second shift, shift B, is divided into different activities. So we have the shift B that is starting at 4:30, from 4:30 to 6. Most of the people that are going to be on shift B are going to be doing runners and activity communicators, which is the last one. But the first activity is the domino table, and that is located, let me just go back for a second. The domino table is going to be located at this corner. There's 4 of them, and this plank right here is the, didn't mean to do that. The table over here is just the place where they keep the scores. So 2 people are going to be at the domino table, 2 people are going to be in stage. And if you love being in stage and you like fast-paced environments or are comfortable running, you let me know, because I do need to set specific people to work stage. What they do is they would go and communicate between the people that are at the festival and the performers. So you will go to the dancers that are going to be getting ready here at Alabama Contemporary, and you let them know, okay, you have 5 minutes, or you have 10 minutes to go into stage. So going back and forth and helping people know when it's the time to go into stage, and making sure that everybody's ready and that they have everything they need. The rest of the volunteers that are going to be doing runner and activity communicators, you're just going to be doing rounds around the festival, talking to vendors, talking to people that are attending, giving them a little information, handing out the festival programs that we're going to hand you at the beginning of the shift. And we're going to go over that as well. Talking to people about Latin Fest, inviting them in, and being there if there's something that needs to be done. So that's what it means, just going around, running around, making sure that everybody is okay and knows where they're supposed to be. And the activity communicators, we're going to have 3 activities that are going to need people moving out of the space. The first one is going to be at the beginning of the festival at 5, if I'm not mistaken, at 5:30. We are going to have like a little Zumba, but like a dance class with Latin classics. And so when that happens, we need to open up the space. So you're going to be saying, all right, we're going to get started with our dance class, and you're going to open space up for that. You're going to be letting people know when our parade starts, and that type of communication is what I mean. So that is some of the things that runners and activity communicators would be doing. Oh my gosh. Okay. Finally, the last shift is just takedown, cleaning up the space. We do not have to leave the plaza absolutely spotless, but we want to contribute to a positive idea of Latinx people, and we want to make sure that everybody says, yay, the Latin Fest didn't leave a whole lot of trash. So you're going to help us achieve that, to pick up the trash, help the vendors put their stuff back in their cars, things like that. And that goes from 6:30 all the way to 9:30, from 6 p.m. Now, at the beginning of that shift, the festival is still going to be happening. So you're going to be doing some of the activities that are in the past one, especially runners and activity communicators, because you're going to be part of the festival. One thing, it's not required, but it's a Latin Fest. You're encouraged to be like dancing during the parade and showing people around, having a good time, and being excited about what we're putting together. So yes, that is going to be part of Shift C. Just a little list of who is going to be performing. We're going to have music all throughout the festival. And we have a member from our community, DJ Joe, is going to be putting our tunes up. And we're also going to have a Puerto Rican band, Zona Libre, who sings like merengue and salsa. And then we're going to have a couple dance performance. So folkloric dance, traditional from Mexico and from Grupo Folclórico Parroquia San Patricio is their name. There's going to be a mariachi going around Dolphin Street and also leading the Latin Fest parade. Again, the Latin American flag parade, we have invited all members of our community to come in and bring their flags, show their pride. I mean, if you want to bring your American flag, you can as well. We do embrace the fact that we live in this country, and we want everybody to feel welcome as well. We're going to have the prima ballerina of Mobile, Katia Garza, doing a traditional salsa dance performance. I don't know if you're familiar with salsa, but there are different styles of salsa dancing, and so she's going to be doing kind of a mix-up of all of those, and we are very excited for that. We also have a Venezuelan dance performance, and so just trying to get everybody represented in this space. That is our program, and we have it shared in our Facebook page. If you haven't liked our Facebook page, go do that, please, because we're going to be posting things about that, and we're also going to be, recognizing volunteers who are awesome, and because of you, we can do all of these amazing things. So we have 5 p.m., 5:45 is the dance party. So at that moment, runners and activity communicators are going to be saying, please stay out of this area because they're about to do a dance class. And if you want to join, come join the dance class, and things like that. If you want to join the dance class, you can as a volunteer. Just keep yourself aware of the space where you're in. And so we have the performances that are going to happen. We have a packed agenda. So it's going to be back to back. Look, I mean, sometimes I'm surprised. I'm like, wow, this is a very short performance. But yes, so we have everything back to back, filled with cultural expressions of Latinidad, and we're very happy and excited. 7:05 p.m. is the big one, is where we need most of your help, because we need to, everybody that is in the festival, or as much people as we can, moves into the parade and bring in their flags. So that's going to be the big one, 7:05. Okay. Lastly, we're almost done. Emergency procedures. We're going to have a couple ambulances and police cars on Dolphin Street. So familiarize yourself where those are. And in case of a medical emergency, go over there. We're going to have a first aid kit and a fire extinguisher at the HABAC booth. So if you need something immediate like that, just run to the HABAC booth and we will provide that for you. If you see a cell phone, keys, anything that seems like somebody lost it and should want to find it, bring it to us at the HABAC booth of the Lost and Found, so that we can keep a box of things that people might have missed and make sure and announce it to the Downtown Alliance so that they can get them back. I had a little map over here of parking. If you can see it, this is the Civic Center and this is Jackson Street. When you go down Jackson Street, right here is the cathedral. All of this, well, this space right here is going to be blocked because we are going to have the festival, right? But everything else, this right here is Claiborne, I believe. All of this space is parking space. So you can park over, your safer bet is parking over in this side of Claiborne, or in any of the, this is Conti right here. So you could either park over here in Conti or in Claiborne. This is Dolphin Street, so I don't think that that is going to be available. But there's plenty of parking spots over here. I believe this is Joachim Street, if I'm not mistaken. So you're gonna, and that public parking is gonna be free from 4 p.m. So if you calculate whatever time you have until 4 p.m. That being said, we do have about, I want to say 30 parking spots at the lot located on 350 Government Street. And the way you get there is you go down Jackson, you see Cathedral Square, you surround it, and you go Claiborne. I might be able to point this out when we are at the position, at the shift. But I can also send you a map of where exactly it's located and how it looks like on the outside. There are some apartments, an apartment building for senior citizens. Right next to that, we have a parking space that Alabama Contemporary has separated for the festival. So if there's parking available there, you can park over there. Let me point it out again, just really quick. So this is the cathedral, and so Claiborne would be over here, and this big one is Government Street. I hope I'm making sense. Okay, so when you check in, try to arrive 5 minutes prior to your shift, because you're going to have to change. You're going to have to, you're going to have to drop off your things. You're going to have to get ready, get familiarized with what activities are going on at that moment. So try to be a little early to your shift. And I said 5 to 10 minutes early would be amazing, just so that you have time to get changed and everything. So I had said check in at the desk 10 minutes prior, or at your assigned location 5 minutes prior. That's wrong. I don't know why I wrote 5. Allow some time for parking and walking. If you couldn't find parking right here at the parking lot on 350 Government Street, allow some time so that you can walk over to this location. You can also use the scooters that are around if you have done that before. If you are running late or something happened and you can't show up for your shift, just let me know as soon as possible through call or text to my number that is 601-514-0734, 601-514-0734, or send me an email at, I'm going to leave my email somewhere in here, but Pame is my first name, Pamela, .c.amor is our Gmail. Safest bet is call or text. And remember that the shift day, the first shift, meets at the front desk of Alabama Contemporary Arts Center. Your dress code is your t-shirt that is going to be provided as you come into your shift. Wear comfortable pants. Your shirts are either going to be green or blue. So if you want to match, whatever. Any comfortable pants, sweatpants are okay as long as they're not ripped, torn, or distressed in any way. Just make sure that you're comfortable throughout. Make sure to wear comfortable shoes. Tennis shoes or sneakers are okay. I would prefer that you don't wear open toe shoes just because things happen. I don't want you to get stuff on your toes. Sandals or flip-flops for that same reason. Skip those, please. And no high heels, of course. You're going to be standing on your feet for a long time and probably running around. So don't wear high heels. Thank you. Do's and don'ts real quick. If you want to pack a snack, you're totally allowed. I'm going to have some snacks for you at the volunteer signing area at the Habak booth. Remember to bring your cell phone charger or some way to charge your phone. There's going to be electricity at the booth. And of course, at Alabama Contemporary, you can do that as well. But make sure that your phone is charged during your shift. Plan your transportation ahead of time. Remember to sign in and out, especially if you need to sign for volunteer hours or social service hours. I know some of y'all are using this opportunity for that. So remember to record your hours in the sign-in sheet that will be provided to you at the time of check-in. If you have any pictures, please tag us. Our official tag is Mobile Latin Fest or MLF, #MLF. So please, we encourage you to take as many pictures of you having fun and learning salsa dancing, but make sure and tag us because we do want to use this as a record of what we have done for this festival. Don't try to not chew gum during your shift. It just gives a weird image when people approach you. Please try to avoid texting, listening to music, or using your cell phone. You are going, all of the positions require you to be alert of your spaces and your surroundings. So I doubt that during the 4 hours, 3-hour shifts that you're going to have time to do that, unless you're taking a photo and posting it to promote the festival. That would be the only exception. Don't tell a festival visitor, I don't know. Never tell them that. Where is this? Where is this booth? Where? Well, oh, sorry. If you don't know the answer off the top of your head, direct them to the Havoc booth. We will make sure to give them a program, a map of the festival, point them in the right direction. Try to know as much as you can about the festival, about the vendors. But if you don't know, send them to the Havoc booth. I'm going to be sitting there, and yeah, make sure to be welcoming. Of course, if you join this festival, I'm guessing that you are an ally for the Latinx community, and I thank you so much for that. We do not tolerate discrimination, harassment, or of anything of any form. But we also want to give you some guidelines. Take care of yourself first. If you feel like you are not feeling well or something is going on, let us know. We will understand it, absolutely. We appreciate everything you do for us. We would not be able to have this festival without you, and we care for you. So if you are feeling like something is off, something's happening, please let us know, and we'll try to do everything to help you. Make space for others. When they shine, you shine. This is all about teamwork. We all need to at least get to know each other at that time and understand each other and try to work together. Assume good intent, but acknowledge your power. If you feel like you said something wrong, or you said something that might not sit right, try to recognize your mistake, apologize, and move on. And we should all get over it. We're all adults. Respect people's names and gender pronouns. That's a must as well. Oh, you are the face of the Mobile Latin Fest. So try to act friendly towards other and smile. Welcome people. We're going to have name tags, especially for people that are volunteering or being their staff. So welcome them by their name. Be helpful, respectful. Take pride in what you're doing. It's amazing that you're supporting us in this way and honoring Latin culture. So be proud of that and show that in everything you do. Oh my God, please have fun. Have tons of fun. We really want you to have the most fun as you can during this volunteering opportunity. And we want you to dance, like I said. We want you to sing if you have to. So absolutely so be alert and be proactive as well. I forgot that one. Yes. The next steps, if after what I said and after what I've described, you're like, Pame, I need to be in the stage. I was born for that. Please put me down for that. Let me know, and I'll make sure that your name is in the stage, okay? Or if you're like, Pame, I'm an expert domino player. Let me know, and I will make sure that you are in the domino table helping them. So, or if you really love the Havoc mission and the area, like, Pame, can I be with you at the Havoc booth? That would be really helpful for me. So just let me know. Other than that, I'm going to be feeling just like your personality and where you would fit best and where we would need you best. So if you have not confirmed your time availability, please text it to me today. No, I'm putting together sign-in sheets, and so please text it to me today and we'll make sure that everything is there. please check in 10 minutes before your shift so you can get a short orientation, get your shirt on. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Oh, I had a little list of the people, and maybe you want to screenshot this. These are going to be the people that are going to be at the festival. Me, Pamela Ceballos, that's me, Leida Javier is our president. She is going to be at the Habak booth with me. So, Leida is amazing. She is commonly known as the Latin mayor of Mobile. She is a really sweet woman, and you also want to have her in your life. She writes amazing recommendation letters. Sylvia Lessa, she is part of our vendor booth. So if you're going to be working with vendors, Sylvia is the one that's going to know about everything, every vendor, where they go, So Sylvia. Brian Finmayor is our marketing person. Brian kind of knows everything about everything. So when I don't know what to do, I ask Brian most of the time. Nylene Sanchez is going to be coordinating staging, and everybody that is going to be performing is going to direct to Nylene. So if you have a question about who's the next performer or something, send them to Nylene. She's the one that knows. Kismet Melendez is our influencer. Yeah, if you have seen our posts, they generally start by Kismet screaming and being amazing in Puerto Rican. And so Kismet is the person that you go to talk about marketing or a question about social media. She's also going to be dancing. So she's your dance teacher if you have a question about salsa, I guess, as well. But we are going to be the main people over there. So editing Pama here, I completely forgot to mention a very important person in our organization, and that is Guillermo Belloso. He is going to be in charge of the domino table and the domino tournament. He also will be in charge of our financials and sponsorships. So if anybody approaches you in regards to that, you can talk to him. And now back to the rest of the video. Familiarize yourself with our names. I wanted to have a picture of everybody here, but I'll make sure that as you sign in, I point out that is Brian, that is Sylvia, that is, and hopefully you'll familiarize with the people. I know it's a short time, but we are all doing our best. We thank you so much. And that was the end of our volunteer training.